I'm a lit kid, man.
Hello, and welcome to You Asked. I'm your host, Kevin Shaw, and I really appreciate you joining me today for this three-part series called Young Men 101. Today, at the start of the series, I want to talk about three important things, especially growing up in the black community as a young male. As a lot of other black males of my age, grew up in a single-parent household. um, the single parent households in the black community make up 67%. Kids grow up in a single parent household in the black community, which equates to like 4.25 million families. So, why I think this is important as a black man, and especially growing up in a single parent household with just my mother, there's things that I had to learn, and the things that was taught to me that I feel, and it's different when you get things as a male growing up, that comes from a mother as opposed to those things coming from a father. So I wanted to talk to you young black males, approximately the ages of 13 through 19, and hopefully give you a little insight to some of the things you should be looking at when it comes to this three-part series. So today I'm going to focus on the HHM, which is hygiene, hard work, and mentorship. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is very, very important, and that is hygiene. So let's talk about hygiene. What is hygiene? So, hygiene is conditions or practices conducive to maintaining health and preventing disease, especially through cleanliness, right? So, making sure you're clean, and and it can prevent a lot of different issues in your life. But that's not the most important piece we're going to talk about today. That's a part of it. We're going to talk about how your hygiene leads to first impressions. Okay, so what is a first impression? So let's say you are a young teen male, right? You are school age, obviously, because we're talking 13 years old. You want to make sure you have a good first impression. So, what is a first impression? So, first impression is how people outside of you perceive you. So, when they first see you, the things that they see that pops into their mind of you. So, obviously, if your hair is not neat, not cut, dirty, if your face is dirty, if your breath stinks, if your body has odor, your appearance, how you dress, all of those things are important. So the one thing that we for sure can control is our hygiene. So that means brushing your teeth, washing your face, combing your hair, taking a shower. Trust me, I have four young men that live in my household, aging from the age of 19 down to 14. So I understand the challenges that this can present. So I taught my sons early on, make sure that you're getting in the shower every day, using deodorant, some cologne, don't overdo it, obviously, and keeping a neat appearance, because that goes a long way to your first impression. So now, along with your first impression with hygiene, obviously health factors. A lot of people don't know this, but not brushing your teeth properly, or flossing, or having a water pick, or things of that nature to get the food particles out from your gum lines can lead to heart complications. So it also has a overall disease and health benefit as well. Washing your hands and things of that nature after you use the bathroom, washing your hands when you use public facilities, is also important. So we definitely want to ensure that we're maintaining our bodies, because that is the first thing that everyone sees when they see you. Something else to look at is, especially when you get to the age where you want to branch out and maybe have the girlfriend boyfriend experience or relationship. This is very, very important. Um, the selection of a female, looking at a guy, obviously, she's gonna want somebody who's presentable, who's clean, who looks healthy. It actually goes on with a natural selection between males and females as well. So that's another thing you want to make sure that you keep in the back of your mind. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about several things that you can do that you can control to get to the hygiene level you want. So there's several different products and things of that nature. So if you have a job or allowance or can get money, your local Walmart is an excellent place to go to get some of these products. So let's talk about them. So here you see I have a picture of some products, from lotions to face wash, from toothpaste to teeth whitening, several different types of deodorants, several different colognes. If you have any kind of face hair, maybe you need some beard oil or things of that nature, some body powder, those things are all great. So find several different of these products that you like, test them out, see how you like them. One of the things I had told one of my sons to do when we was in Walmart one day, because I wanted to see how he would react to this, I told him to go over to the deodorant section, and as women walk by, or young women or whatever have you, to smell them and ask them what they think about the smell of it. So this not only opens you up to what some women may like, but also opens you up to that communication and not being so shy, if you are like that. So this is some of the things that you can do, some of the products that you can buy. I definitely would want you to get some kind of teeth whitening, because a beautiful smile goes a long way, and you will hear a lot of people say that. So as clean as you can be, obviously, the better. So some other things from a hygiene perspective would be your grooming tools. So here's some pictures of some grooming tools, from battery operated face scrubbers, combs, brushes, hair brushes, trimmers, nose hair trimmers that can also be converted to, trimming if you had ear hair or things of that nature. But anything that you can do that would help you present a better version of yourself, I would say do. If you have wild, let's say eyebrow hairs, an eyebrow brush and a trimmer goes a long way. This is the days of information. You can look in YouTube and see how to do all that kind of stuff, but I won't go into that depth of it. But you definitely need to have yourself a set of grooming tools as well. Like I said, hygiene is very important because this relates directly to your first impression, and you never get a chance to make a new first impression. So let's do it right the first time. All right, so let's move on to the second H, and the second H is hard work. Hard work, or your work ethic, is how you present yourself with tasks. Normally at this age, you're still in school, so your hard work really should be focused around your schoolwork and increasing your intelligence. And I will tell you here in a minute why that is so important. But let's talk about the work ethic first. Okay, so work ethic is a great thing. So basically, when you get a task or a job to perform, you want to do it to your best, because that's a part of that that's part of that perception that others are going to have of you, right? So they see how you work. And if you think that people don't watch you and see the things that you do, you're fooling yourself, because we're all being watched, and because you watch other people. So you know who you perceive to be a hard worker and who you perceive not to be a hard worker. So in all things you do, you should work hard. Now, let's talk about why this is important. If you haven't heard of this, you may want to look up something called the Pareto principle, which basically says a small percentage of the people in a workforce do half or majority of the work. So what does that mean? Let's say you had a company of 10,000 employees. That means out of the 10,000, 100 of the employees normally do half or more of all combined work in that company. So what category do you want to be in? because those are the ones who excel. Those are the ones who get paid a lot more money based off of the service that they're doing for said company. So think about that, and not only relate that to a career and things afterwards, relate that to you now, right? So let's say in your neighborhood, you go out and you want to mow lawns, and you get a neighbor that says, okay, well, you can mow my lawn. I'm going to pay you XYZ. Do you just do a mediocre job just to get the money so you can go blow it? Or do you do the best jobs you can so you can have repeat service? Or that person can talk about you to someone else and recommend you to someone else. That's how you excel, and that's how you succeed. Now, let's go back to the intelligence piece of this. Hard work, work ethic can get you far in life, but only so far. There is a thing that can take you beyond that, which is intelligence. That's why school is so important. So, in a corporation, you have people that work very hard every day that can only make it so far up that rung. But if you have the intelligence to go along with the hard work and efficiency is combined with that, you can go beyond the normal level of someone who's just a hard worker. So I tell my children all the time, school is your most important thing. Continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to not turn down anything in school. Like I have told them, do the band, do the chess club, do all these different things, because all those are potential avenues further down in life. That's intelligence, right? The more you know. So never look down on what you can learn, and continue to grow, continue to push yourself to continue to learn. Don't wait till you get in your 40s and 50s and to decide, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have studied that. You can do it now. Put your best foot forward and get it all now. Okay. So let's go into the last topic that we're going to talk about in session one, which is very, very important. And this is mentorship. Okay. So because the majority, like I said earlier, 67% of Black family households are single parent, it's very hard for Black males to have a Black role model to teach them, to show them things. So one thing I would task you with is looking out for those successful males that you may have seen, or maybe have a small association with, and and ask them to become a mentor for you. Seek their knowledge. That goes a long way. I know myself, being a mature male in my, I'm 51, to have young men who desire to learn, who desire to go beyond themselves. To me, it's me giving back, and I enjoy doing that. The thing that I don't enjoy is trying to give something to somebody who doesn't want it, or who do not want that. So my thing is, like, if you seek them out, 9 times out of 10, they'll be happy to take you on and mentor you to the things that they have learned through life. So seek that out, and ask that question. Now, the thing, when you do this and that takes place, then there needs to be a formalized plan associated with the mentorship program that you guys are going to do. So there needs to be some goals set up, and you have to be held accountable. So not only should your mentor be holding you accountable, but you also have to hold yourself accountable for doing the right things and the things that your mentor tells you to do. Even though there may be some things that you do not like, you do not desire, remember, this person has been through it and knows what it took for them to get to where they are. You're going to have to go through some things as well. So you want to set goals, you want to set plans based off those successful characteristics that you see and have gleaned from your mentor. As a mentor myself, I look to improve myself to become even a better mentor to those that I mentor, because they actually push me as well. So I hope these first session 3 things, hygiene, hard work, and mentorship, go a long way to cause you to look at yourselves in the mirror, to check the block on these things, and to push forward to accomplish the goals that you have in your life. Be strong, young man. Do the right thing, always work hard, keep a neat, clean appearance, and strive to be the best that you can be. This is session one. Stick around. Later this week, we'll have session two. Kevin Shaw out. You asked.
I'm a lit kid, B.